Hello there, this is Super Pikmin Z back with more Pikmin. In the last episode we got to the impact site, got our engine, and now we're able to go to other areas. So let's go ahead and go to the Force Hope, which has a lot of parts in it, if you didn't see that. But you probably did. And so we have sort of peaceful music, but don't be fooled by it. This area is dangerous. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy. So I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. Again, the A button that he speaks of. So yeah, this is basically just how you take Pikmin in and out and all that. And so today we're just gonna get well, actually today we're gonna do a lot. I mean, you see there's actually a part over there and some actual enemies. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot. And here's where they introduce a new color palette, so spoilers, more Pikmin. I see these are different color than the onion, so they won't produce as many Pikmin. They'll only produce one since it's a different color. But it's always good to color code. Color code your pellets, color code your Pikmin, all that. So, yep, see only one. So let's go ahead and have the rest here bang their heads on the walls. Yeah, bang your heads for my enjoyment. Bang your heads. I can't help them, so that's something they should do in Pikmin 3. They should like make it so that you can help them build stuff. Anyway, why am I talking about the third game when I'm only on day 2 of this? I mean, seriously. I haven't even that far. But as you may notice, at the very top there's a counter that is our day counter. That basically says how long we have till the day ends. Unlike the first day, all the other 29 days have a time limit on them. So, yeah, that basically tells you what time it is and how long you have left in the day. You automatically go up in the air like we did in day 1. Once the day ends. So that's why this game is kind of hard, because you just thought that we would have limited time. No, this is actually kind of realistic, unlike Call of Duty. But I'm not gonna get into that. So these are dwarf bulborbs, and you can actually throw one Pikmin on top of them, and that squishes them instantly. But I can't seem to do it now. There we go. I kind of did it. So we're gonna have some of our reds pick up them. You can see there's actually blue pellets there, which I'm guessing you guys know what other Pikmin are in here. Yep. They didn't really disguise that well. I gotta admit, they kind of just throw that out there, saying, "Oh, there's blue pellets, so red pellets with red Pikmin. I wonder what these are gonna do." Oh, gee, I don't know. Let's take out these bulborbs first, and I'll get the part. Oh, that could have been bad. But anyway, let's have them. We want to be at least 50. Actually, we only need 40, but I want to be at 50 before we continue on to the next little objective. I might actually be able to get a lot done today because it's going a little bit faster. So, yep. No, I want all mine for this. So, yeah. This is basically how it's gonna be. Grow some Pikmin, and then go look for other parts. We don't need all of them with us for this. So, see, we're gonna get that giant battery pack of a thing over there. This is the Eternal Field Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. But he already had lights on his ship and automatic glitter dispensers. I mean, why does he need a giant battery in there? I mean, and you'll see why this actually is like obsolete later. So, yeah. Pointless parts in Olimar's ship. I mean, you'll see that everywhere. So then even 50 pikmin. Not even a quarter of the way through the day and we're already getting our first part. Move faster! I guess you can punch it again and it tells other stuff on it. But he actually says what. Let me explain this better. He says when you punch the ship part, it says exactly what it's gonna say when it reaches the ship. So I'm not gonna be punching because I'm gonna read it anyway when they get back. So yeah. And speaking of. Eternal Field Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. Did he actually have candles in there? I mean, would you think that like blow up his ship or something? Anyway, it said we have 3 more ship parts left till we go to the next area. And actually, if you stand beneath this light and press A, it'll give you the screen, like I said the other day. But now it has more things in it. I've taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. So your spacesuit is that little meter down there, like I said, and that'll recover it. Now, you might not notice this grass here because it kind of blends in, but this stuff here, this will help you so much. Another intriguing discovery: a local variety grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and whatever of these flower pikmin. So yeah, it seems like Olimar's like a scientist because he always like does these observations on them. So basically, these are the flower pikmin. As you can see while I'm running here, they move faster than the leaf pikmin, and they can also carry stuff faster. So that's really good. And I didn't want to do this earlier because I wanted a bigger group of them to carry back a lot of other things. So that's why. Makes it a little bit easier to carry stuff back. And I don't know exactly how much is in each thing of grass. Sometimes there can't be any, but if there are some, it'll usually be 2 to 3. So most of ours are flowers. There's a few that are leaves. That's not terrible. So a little bit of unorthodox, but this is a spotty bulborb. It will eat all your pikmin if you do not kill it. So what we want to do is use a C-stick to swarm all your pikmin onto its backside, and if done correctly, boom! No pikmin lost. Deaded. So yep. And these are kind of good for getting pikmin. I mean, not the best, but not the worst either. If you can kill them really quickly, they are good, but if you lose a lot, it's like completely worthless. You can see how fast those flower pikmin are carrying them. I'm so glad I did that in that order. So while they're doing that, we're gonna have these 10 red pikmin begin to break down here because we need other stuff in there. And here's basically Olimar saying about the clock. Trust me, there won't be so much of these scrolling text screens later. And he said the sun meter, day display, spacesuit damager, pikmin gauges. And yeah, you can pause this, but I already explained this in episode 1, very end. And he's telling the camera isn't the most worst thing about this. It's the managing the pikmin with all these. That's what's kind of difficult, not the camera. Now we have a whopping 72 pikmin. And here's where, when plucking the pikmin, has its troubles. With all these pikmin, it kind of like takes forever to do, so yeah. If you're wondering about why I left those pikmin there, you might as well have bulborbs behind, or in front of them actually. You're wondering, why are you leaving them there? They might get killed. Well, no, there's an audible, you hear something audible whenever these break down, so yeah, I knew that they hadn't broken down. Those 10 of them wouldn't have done that. So, yeah. It's only halfway through the day and we've already gotten this. We might actually get what I wanted to do. So we need three more? Yeah, 3 more according to that. So, I know the 3 that we have. Oh. Now here's where this can be kind of tricky. See that bulb there? Sometimes when he dies, the mother over there, assumed, will go on strike, and he's really close, which I don't like. Back up. No, 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 no. Go away. Go away now. This is bad. Retreat. Full retreat. No. Are you gone? Okay, good. That was bad. That was jerkish game. I hate you game. Okay, no, not really, but still. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so okay, game. I don't hate you now. Charge! Boom. And now I'm not going to carry this because we have something kind of important here. Over here. Look familiar? Well, it should. So, we had red pikmin with fire retardant noses. And here, something even more ridiculous. Meet the yellow pikmin. The color is different, but it seems to be a pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what in some circles may be considered very large ears. It's like half its head. It looks like it may weigh less than the others, and what other ways might be different from the red pikmin. No matter, they are obviously quite similar. So also one pikmin as well. Okay. Oh, come on, pikmin. Well, anyway, these are yellow pikmin. Somehow, because they have large ears, they can like fly super far. So, in honor of that, I will officially dub them Dumbo Pikmin. You will officially be called Dumbo Pikmin, and you will be officially called Pinocchio Pikmin. And why are you carrying that? Why are you carrying that? See, this is where their AI can be stupid. See, now to get my one yellow Pikmin, I gotta do that. So yeah, with these yellow Pikmin, they have a few other traits that we will soon see. But for the most part, well, actually, for the most part, they're not. They're actually kind of worthless, except in certain areas. I mean, their slow arc is not good for throwing, since it takes longer for them to come down to the ground. So, I don't like that about them. But they do have another good combat ability, which we will see in a minute. Actually, while they're carrying that, I'll show this off. See these rocks here? The yellow pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why they decided to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow pikmin. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps those cracks indicate there's tremendous power locked away within. So you'd be right, Armar. Basically, when you throw a yellow pikmin with these, they drop it in front of a door or a large thing like this, and it pulls it up. Alright, in the why was I was holding the A button, so now Armar's gonna throw it immediately after this cutscene. So basically, he called these bomb rocks, and they can open up stone walls or the other walls if you want faster, which I'll probably be using them for that wall. But anyway, what he's saying here is really something really annoying with the GameCube version that actually has caused me Pikmin deaths. I'll show it if I have time at the end of this day, but I want to get this wall down. Alright, so we get that wall down. We has some more yellows. More yellows. I want to get one part here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my yellows carry this back, and all my reds are gonna come with me to get one part. All the flowers will help with this. We want to take out these bulb orbs here and everything here, so I'm just gonna swarm over everything. Oh, we have 2 deaths. Oh no, but that's okay, cause I mean, of course it's not okay, but anyway, we have our second part for here today, the whimsical radar. And yes, I know that by name because this is like one of the most important ship parts you can ever get, because it actually has a secondary function besides your ship and floating pikmin. It's my whimsical radar. With this, I'll be able to see all nearby ship parts at a single glance. I just need to press Y to check it. This find fills me with great hope. Basically, that big square there that you thought had nothing to do, oh well, this fills that out. So basically, what in the... Okay. And you can take those 2 if you want. So, yep. So, yeah, I'm gonna dismiss Pikmin here. I was gonna leave these yellows here, but I don't think I am. Oops. I just need to make sure no Pikmin are staying out. And another text. Oh, more, why do you do this? Seriously? Sorry if I'm changing my mic. Yeah, he's... Okay, basically saying it's end of day. Any Pikmin that are left not near an onion will, die, pretty much. And by that, if you notice here, this is kind of like almost a perfect circle, so any Pikmin within this circle will be alive. Oh, I retrieved them. Yeah, that's another thing. If Pikmin are going up and you blow the whistle at them, they'll like, fall down, which is annoying. It's like, if I left... Thank you for interrupting me, game. And so now we have the whimsical radar. The important part can take the location of other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press Y to view. See, zooms in and out. This will surely help me in my search for the remaining parts. That it will, Omar, and help me so much with this Let's Play. So we need 2 more to increase the ship's capabilities. And those 2 we will find tomorrow, actually. So, spoiler alert. Or, it's not really spoiler alert, but... And here's the customary, hurry, gather your Pikmin, 10. Oh, wow. I'm gonna try to get those Pikmin. I don't want to leave any on the ground. Come on, come on, come on. And I forgot one. That changed into a bud. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get him. Alright, so 96. And what I was saying about them getting left behind, if they're inside of where this wall is, and they're like idle, they'll still go back to the ship. So you don't need to worry about them. Liftoff. So yep, pretty successful day. You're not getting them tonight. So yeah, you'd actually see the Pikmin die, get eaten if that happened. But it appears that many of my ship's parts have landed this region. If I can just recover the parts of my game, you're stupid. I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances? Then I'll have to press Y to locate my parts. Yes, it still shows that even though you get the radar, which I don't get. Yet there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I attack and spacesuits take damage, just press A in front of it and blah 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 blah. I know this, I said this game. Alright. So typical graph. Lost 2 but sprouted I almost said 37, but 73. It's really good. Got 2 in 1 day. Go ahead and save that. Yep. Alright, so now that day 2 is completed, yep, we got all that stuff, so I will see you guys next day, or episode if you like to call it that, in Pikmin, where we go back to the Forest of Hope, and hopefully get all the parts necessary to go to the next area. Alright, see you guys next